I guess it's the same. Well, let's see. Well, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it's okay. We'll figure it out along the way. It's these little things you want to, I guess it's part of the fun. Anyway, back to trading. The market is really, really doing nicely. I'm really happy to see what's going on, right? Let's have a look, cause it did go up as predicted, but it still didn't take out those highs, right? So we're just bumping against it. The market opens in about 13 minutes. So we're bumping against those highs. Well, there's one high and then we have a higher high. Let me put it that way. In the 15, there is a high at 24,911. That was the high that I mentioned in London session. But obviously we have one higher, right? So we have one higher at 25, 26. Now let's see what happens when market opens. Now I'm looking at an old 4 o'clock. Everybody knows around here who's been with me for a while that I talk about my 10-4 model. And if there are old 4 o'clocks that haven't been, if the model didn't play out between pre-market and 11 o'clock, it is still for me valid. Doesn't matter how old it is. it is still valid for another 10-4 in another time. So I've got 2 4 o'clocks, one to the upside, one to the downside, that I'm thinking, okay, but then I have to wait until 10 o'clock for this printing. So it would go up during when the market opens, and we take out the high, and then we go back down. I have one model, but on the other hand, also if we go down first and then later we go up, I'm going to use that model also. So we just have to wait what market open is going to do. I'm really curious because we're getting close again to all-time highs, right? It's very exciting. I actually thought we would do that before the books were closed for the market makers, and that was like, settlement price is 2 days. So if we have tomorrow is the last day of the month, so Friday would have been the last day for the books to be closed. So that's what I was thinking, that we would go higher. Because they want to have the price as high as possible for the books that the higher they close, then the better, I guess. That's what I've been told many years ago, and you see that a lot of the time happen, but it didn't happen. Right? We were quite constrained in price action. We did have a move to the upside again on Friday after lunch, but it was just, we were still in the range, but it still went up, right? Hello, Trader Sharif. How are you? Nice to see you here. I'm doing well. How about you? I think this is my 3rd time in AM session, New York AM session, so I'm really excited to start doing the AM sessions as well. So, how are you doing? And thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Yes. I've got such a nice group already here, with people, just hanging out and being nice and we're helping each other. So, yeah. Are you trading in Q as well? So I'm just saying, waiting for market open, because we have a weekly high we just took out, but we still have the Wednesday 24th of September high, and then obviously we have the high of 23rd of September. Now there are 2 things that can happen. We could take out a high and we could go trending. That's a scenario, but we also could go into the range, then go higher, or we could go take out all the highs during market open and then go back in the range and then later. It's Monday, no news Monday. Yeah, I love that. Trader Sharif, tell me where are you at in your journey, and what are you looking for? I mean, that's the purpose of this channel. I started this channel really to speed up other people's process. I consider myself a student of life, and I'll always be a student, but I just really want to help other people speed up their process where I can, and and build a lovely community here. So, hey Casey, you're back too. Nice to see you. How are you doing? Casey, I made a video, actually, my bloopers from the first month, but I did it actually to give a tribute. charts back in 2 days, the first again. I have to wait. I have to improvise now. So, and then, I have more things to show and go over with. And because now I have delayed data on TradingView, so I don't want to show it for you guys. Equal highs, equal highs, equal highs. You see them everywhere, right? Okay, so now why did I change my calculations from here to here? Can price go here or is this balanced? You see how it beautifully took the 23.6%? You see this fair value gap here on the 15th? Let me mark it for you guys. This is the one we're using right now. I really don't like this to work with. Here we go. You see we're using this is it in an inversion, right? let's go back to the file. You see how it did not go below it? I'm not getting in though. Casey, I used to trade stocks, but then, you know, for me, it was I had so many watch lists and you have to keep up with all the stocks. And then I found out about futures and then I fell in love because it was just only one chart. Either it's NQ or it's ES, and then you have the whole basket of stocks. So I don't trade stocks anymore since I found out about the futures because I was like, oh, that's so much easier. Um, yeah. Do you? Clock with this price action, but it's respecting the this fair value gap, right? This 15 minutes. But let me see where the open, the 9:30 open, 7:30. Oh, here it is. Okay, so we have an open to 7:13. So the opening range gap is from. Mm, mm, mm. It's just doing nothing, it's just hanging out there. And I want to see if it goes into this opening range gap. So that's very important. It's the midpoint will be around here. If it will go into it, would it go lower than that point, or does it go only tap into it and then go back up? Because it's still respecting this 15-minute SIBI. It was a SIBI, yeah. So it's an inversion now. I think it's an inversion. Let me double check. Number 15. I need to double check. I can't see my memory. See this one here? I'm looking at this one here. And yes, we went in through it. So now it's, if it doesn't go down, it's an inversion. So that means it becomes a bullish trampoline, right? Let's see. You can see it just wicked, not even to the bottom, right? There we go. We're going up now. 9:44, I guess. Oh, 9:42. 9:42. Time. Let's see what happens at 9:44. Mm, 97. We're there already. Okay. 97. 97. We didn't go all the way up to 2517. I just for a 50-point trade, I had 80 shares, but I only made 40 bucks. Well, it's 40 bucks, Casey. We have a saying in Dutch: "Wie het kleine niet eert, is het grote niet weert." It means if you don't appreciate the little ones, you don't deserve the big one. But I thought, yeah, I mean, it is so much more profitable, right? Futures, in all honesty. Okay, we didn't even touch the opening range gap. There was nothing, no price action that went into it. We're just moving up. I'm wondering if we're going to get a trend day though, or we're going to go into this area and then consolidate for a while. 24737. Where's my 4? Because that gives me more opportunity for the 10-4 to play out, right? So this inversion did well, so that was a confluence. Then we have the open range gap that was not touched. We went to 23% of the range to retrace back into it over here. Could be a trend day. Would be surprised. But let's see. It is yeah, 24. Now the only thing there is we did take out a high, right? We took out a high the Wednesday 24th September high. So I'm just sort of a little bit thinking like, are we being manipulated that it's, you know, pretending it's going higher? Or are we going higher to finish the market maker buy model? Now on the 15th we created even more double equal highs. Or are we going to go back in the range? We're going up. There we go. Okay, now we took out the high. Now we took out really the high. The 24th September high is taken out. Let me see. We have S&T. 24th September. 24th September. Do we have S&T with ES? Oh, I'm again on delayed. See, I'm making a mistake all the time. I'm sorry, guys. We already took that level out a long time ago. I'm just and ES already did. Oh, ES is already going down. Okay, we have I'm waiting for entry to go to my to 24,999, but it seems ready to be going. I'm looking for an entry to get to this point, but I want 50 points and not less, so go down now. There we go. I like to see that. I like to see that. Okay, I'm going to go to the lower time frame now. Okay, there's no S&T with so no reversal anytime because we have no S&T with oh we just have to keep an eye on ES. So I'm waiting for the 10 o'clock to print. Then preferably I want to see a manipulation move to the downside preferably and then get in and then 24,999 is my TP. But let's see what happens. So cold here. Okay, so just come to the future side. You'll do much better. Forget those stocks. I mean, options are good to trade. I mean, you have to learn how to trade options as well. It's a good skill to have too. I used to trade option quite a bit, but I stopped doing that since I trade the futures. But I might get into that as well at some point. Now 10 o'clock. Oh no, it's come on. I'm getting impatient. I'm gonna put the heater on. I hardly put on the heater in the winter here because we hardly have any winter now. The summer started and it's so cold that I let me know if it makes too much noise. If I don't think you can hear it, but if you do, let me know. Then I have to warm up a little bit, then I can switch it off. I feel like I'm an ice cube. I'm stuck to the chair. I have to like with the what's the English word for that? The, to try to get you loose from the chair because I'm frozen to the. You're getting all round, Casey. So we're getting into consolidation again. It's expected. Consolidation. You see here, consolidation. So when you look to the left, always look to your left on, like say, for the 15 minute. And if you see consolidation, just don't be surprised that again it will do it at the same time. It doesn't have to always, but you know, you're not surprised and like, oh, why does it take so long? So and then um, it's not really smart. I mean, it's all scripted. You know, you see, it's exactly the same time or the same area. Okay, almost 10 o'clock. Now let's have a look. We have a breaker. Oh, look at this here, this area. This is a nice area. I like this area. Almost 10 o'clock, almost. Okay, 10 o'clock. Oh, flat bottom. I'm getting in.
Order filled.
Oh, is it gonna make the wick now? Okay, I'm getting out.
Order filled.
Okay, this is what I want to see, guys. I want to see a move down because at 10 o'clock, let's see. Let me show you on the 1 hour what I'm looking at. Impatience always gets. So I'm looking for a move a little bit to that. I want the 10 o'clock. So I'm looking at the open price, right? And then now the only thing is that we don't have another fair value gap, so I cannot really. But let me go to the 15 again. We do have one here. Let's see if it goes down. So I have a long bias. I have a long bias. And I want to take a long. So I'm just looking to enter in this manipulation wick on the from the 10 o'clock. And if not, the latest entry I will take is when it goes back into the 10 o'clock open price. So it's the open price for this candle. Sometimes if we expect manipulation, it could just, we might need a few candles, and that's why I'm a little bit hesitant. You know, the move is still over 50 points, so for me, as long as I still have 50 points, I'm okay. I just don't want it to be less than 50 points. So now we start moving up again, I will enter. But it looks a little bit wicky to me, so I'm a little bit hesitant. Because it can take its time to 11 o'clock. This model is until 11:30 sometimes even. So I don't like this price action at the moment. So for me, it's like, you know, and like I said, if you look to the left, what do you see? Consolidation. Oh, here, sorry, consolidation. Here, this area I'm looking at. So I'm sort of like a little bit hesitant to take it now because of this area here. So that's why I'm thinking, just wait. And if I miss a move, I miss a move because, you know, these highs are very easy. And so what they do, they try to trick everyone out of their position, right? So they make it hard for you. It's not like, oh, it's going to go there in a straight line. It will go there and it will take it out, but it's going to make it really hard because it's just going to, you know, consolidate and maybe you move back down and then go up. So I already seen this, and so I'm a little bit prepared for some consolidation that we might get now. So that's why I'm not really, yeah, you see? So we're going to get this. But hey, if you know, right? Then it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so we just have to wait. We're not losing any money. Oh, well, I had a losing trade, by the way, just now. But I'm still up $1.70 because I had a winning trade. behavior, and you're already at 6 past 10, you know this macro is not going to do much anymore, right? So then you already have like information. Okay, just wait and see what they're going to, what they're doing. And sometimes they start running a bit after the macro, but then they just make a run, and then they take the liquidity at 10:30 or 10:34ish. So, but that's why I'm looking at this wick. If it's going to pass this wick, or if it's going to, or if this is now a rejection on the 1 minute. But let's see on the 5. We have a wick on the 5. Oh, we have a nice wick on the 5 as well. Yeah, let's have a look at the 5 minute. So this is my, I want to go to this. This is my area I want to target, the golden line. Oh, we're going through the wick. It's not a rejection block. It's on a mission. Oh, it's so hard to enter, guys. I want to get in, but I'm just afraid to be slammed down because we still have this area here. It's not, I just don't trust it. I'm not entering. I really want 50 points, not less, but it's moving about that 50 area, but I just don't want to go for less. Anyone else in the, I mean, yeah, is anyone else? Anyone else has a different bias than I have. So I have a long bias to the upside, but anyone has a different bias? I would love to hear. Maybe I'm missing something. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, and Q, you are so horrible today. Yeah, it's gonna go to this one. It might even go higher. We might even have a trend day. Would I get in for 30 points outside macro? Just if I would enter now, that would be FOMO. I do feel it. I mean, in all honesty, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna FOMO in and do it, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it because either I should have been in already, or not. But I'm not gonna FOMO in. But where's my 10 o'clock? Did I? Yeah, this would have been the entry here, right over here, 10-4. 970. Let me see. I could do it, but this is my TP here. My entry should have been, so this is the manipulation move right here, and here it surpassed the 10 o'clock. Boom. I could still go in maybe. really not. was a concept to take the position, to take, I don't really know. So technically, crypto, bro, I'll show you on the 15. I don't know if he's still here. Are you still here? May I know your win and loss ratio monthly? Really? I have to get into my data. Are you really that? Is it really that important for you to know that? I'm just curious why people really want to know that. I can tell you honestly that this month I have not, I have been setting up my YouTube account and trading a lot of demo because I was just not interested in any trade. So this is my evaluation. Let me put it this way. I live up my 10-4 model. That's a model that's playing out right now. Now, the only thing that worries me a little bit is that we got 1034 coming price. So I'm wondering to just take it from here and take a re-entry again because it could slam down on me. So that my TP is 24,999. It might go a little bit higher, but it also could slam down a little bit and then go back into the range and then make that move a little bit later. Because remember, we saw consolidation to the left, right? Breaker here. We've got a breaker here. So you don't want price to go below this. I can move my stop now just below that. It's for me when it goes below this area, it invalidates my trade anyway. So I'm going to raise it above just below this area because if it goes below it, it's disrespecting the breaker. That means we're not bullish anymore. So um, that's why I do it. No, Christopher, I don't mind to say. I just to be honest, I don't know. I just know I just get payouts, and I haven't looked at the stats in that term. I do journal, but I don't really keep track of the mathematical side of it anymore. So it doesn't really interest me, to be honest. But I should do it. I think it's a good question. It's no, there's no offense in it, but I think it varies a little bit between I think 50 and 60%, and sometimes 70. What about you? Do you trade? But I'm going to go below this area because then it might just rotate a little bit low and then go back up later. So my stop is fine there. If I get stopped out, I'm fine with that because then it's just still be have a very good month. So it doesn't mean I don't. For me, it's the reason that the question doesn't mean anything. It doesn't give you extra. It doesn't really give you good information in the sense of if I would say 50%, I could still have a really good month if I have a 50% win rate. If my R2R is really good and I have very tight risk reward and very high, my wins are very high and my lose is very small, I can easily have 50% and have a really, really good month. So it doesn't really tell you a lot. I mean, I would rather share different information for you that really helps you get better in trading. Let me put it that way, because giving you my win rate doesn't mean anything to you because you don't know that my R2R or it doesn't really tell you anything. Let me put it that way. So at losses, after loss, yeah, I mean, I've been through that. I mean, hey, honestly, now we start learning. I've been know about gold and crypto, but not stock market. Yeah, we'll go through the phase, and it is the markets are, they're designed to take your money, so it's really important to focus on education and it's okay for me. I don't mind to being stopped out because it gives me information. It's for me like, okay, we're in that. I already saw that area of consolidation to the left, right? So I was looking and I was like, okay, before we might hit that high, we might get it again. So even though I have my target here, I got stopped out. Okay, that's okay. That tells me the time is not there yet for it to run. So I have to wait. And there's a very small stop out, so I'm just down $7.20. That's okay. But yeah, it doesn't really. I mean, it doesn't give you information in the sense of that it really helps you to grow in your trading. So, are you doing ICT, by the way? Are you? Well, let me know if I. I started this channel for that reason because I made the mistakes. I have blown many evaluations. I've blown funded accounts. I have gone on tilt sometimes. We've all done it. And sometimes it still happens. It just gets less. That's the difference when you start just, getting more discipline. These things still happen, but you just, it just doesn't happen as often. So that's just how growth and evolving really, it's not like, oh, suddenly everything clicks and you're there. It's just all little things, and then you start improving you start understanding how your brain works. I am now better than if I have this loss, it doesn't do. I don't get, oh my god. I just try to understand and I'm fine with it. I made a video about how the brain works. It's on my channel. Also with the solutions, like, oh, what happens in your brain when you have a loss, and why do we overtrade? What does the brain tell you to do, right? And how to, like, we need to walk away, or what we need to do if we have a loss, we need to journal it, because the journaling closes the loop in your brain. So you don't need to go back into the charts to fix, oh my god, I need to fix it. It's like we are, programmed to want to fix it. So I want to get into gold as well, so I will get into gold at some point. That interests me too, but now I love NQ. I know NQ well, so I feel comfortable with it, I guess. So, that's it. Trade, it's just such but it takes time. But once you have like a basic knowledge and you're prepared to keep on learning and studying and being humble for the market, it's all good. And yeah. But nice to see you here. So crypto bros, are you still here? I have crypto too, by the way, but I'm long-term crypto, so I'm curious. What are you trading crypto? Has also not been very easy, right? I mean, Yeah. So, have you studied ICT? I draw a chart on different spectral entry points. View. Yeah. Um, yeah, it's a sweep. So if you use support and resistance, then if you only use support and resistance, and then you have the sweep that goes below it, then you are taken out, right? Yeah. So we use the same concepts, right? I mean, what I've heard, people that studied ICT, they use it on crypto as well, and it works perfectly. Okay, so again, I'm still keen on my position here, but I just don't trust the. Ask you, where's it? This level most likely in the next macro, which means the 1050 to 1010, the 10 past 11 macro. So I'm gonna wait for that. I just took a small scalp. Normally I trade the NQ as well. Now I trade the M and Q. It's 1/10 of the value. So if I'm still, getting in back, if I just, okay, you know what, we're in consolidation. I'm not reading the market as I should. I take my time because if I take my large distribution moves and I know for sure, okay, we're gonna go there. I take NQ. Um, but now I'm just, it's Monday. We're just easing in the week. No news. So taking it slow. Taking it slow. And you see, we're consolidating. So And consolidation just means that smart money is accumulating more positions for the last move up, right? Or if we're going to go down for the move down. But look here. Look at we're in the market make a buy model. We're still in a buy algo. This is the original consolidation. Price always goes back to the original consolidation. So it will take this out. But we're in a fair value gap, so it could be that it's just going to go, that it slams down on us and then goes up. So this is a very tricky area. I mean, you have to be very careful here. Fair value gap or liquidity. But technically this is it's external, it's internal. No, I never traded gold, but I'm interested in getting into it. A lot of people were complaining about NQ, and a lot of the traders that I know are now trading gold with ICT concepts, and they're doing really well on it. So I think it's good. I think it's good to have that as well. Yeah. So yeah, but I want to really get to know the instrument, and but I'm really interested. Gold and silver, by the way. So yeah, what are your thoughts on it? Tell me. You know, crypto bros, everything, if you have good risk management, anything will work. Even support and resistance and trend lines. Now, I don't believe in trend lines too much because then you get, you know, when you say, I mean, I've been taken out all the time. If you use trend lines, like for example, this sweep here, if you would use a trend line for Mm-hmm. Yes. Hey, by the way, did you see? I got my move in on Friday after lunch. It made that move, but it took a long time. But I managed to get it, by the way. Um, I think it didn't go until 12:25. But it did go up, but it didn't go up a lot, but it still made a good move, and it was sort of like in the range that I was looking at. Okay, let's see if we're gonna go take out the liquidity. Arafat, are you Egyptian, by the way? Or do you live in Egypt? Yeah, it's gonna be a nice boom. I hope so. Let's hope there's a nice boom. Hey, listen. Hey, don't get me wrong, guys. I love consolidation because we have accumulation, manipulation, distribution. We're always, but you just have to be patient. But accumulation always is followed by a move. So, and they're just accumulating, right? So, are you from Bangladesh? Okay. Oh, I just had another guy from Bangladesh as well. Bangladesh in the house. Yay, today. We've got Ghana in the house, Bangladesh. We've got all people all over the world. Love it. Welcome. Well, I'm in South Africa, and you can see that my weather is raining and it's very cold now. It's supposed to be summer, nice and hot, but it's not. So I don't know if you can see the rain falling behind me. It's actually a turtle soup. I am going to take it because I
Order filled.
can justify it. My stop is going to go below this. I should have taken it a little bit sooner. I should have taken it here. Sell stop. If it's going to go down, if this is not a rejection block, and then it's going to stop me out, and then we're going to go down, right? I've got my TPS. It looks heavy to me, by the way. Is there SMT? I forgot to watch SMT. Good one. I don't think so. I don't think we had SMT because they're both consolidating in the same area. Okay, come on, go up now. Go, go, go. I can't wait till my trading view back penguin. So I moved my stop to this position. Why? If it's going to go down anyway, it's going to take out this and this as well anyway. So I'm sort of like reducing my loss a little bit if it goes down because it could still stop me out. In all honesty, but I'm still bullish. So now I'm gonna. Now it really needs to start moving. We went over this line. Come on, go. little tiny imbalance right between this wick and here. That's it. There's nothing here. It doesn't need to go lower. What we have here, maybe we have one fair value gap here, but you know, we have just this tiny gap. That's it. There is no breaker structure, Arafat. This is just consolidation. You see the bodies? If you go to the 5-minute here, the bodies are still on the same level. You see that? Do you see that, Arafat? The bodies is one line. Nothing is breaking anything. This is pure. When the bodies would really go below this one and then we have a close on the 5 minutes, then we could say, okay, we're really going further down. But now it's just futzing around. It's not breaking any of these lows. It's just wicking. On the 1 minute, you would think we have a breaker structure, but we don't. So if you zoom, then at that moment you zoom out, right? You go to a higher time frame. And in this example, the 5 minutes is already enough. And even if we look at the 15 minutes now, right? What do you see in the 15 minutes? Now, yes, we could go down and we could, you know, go into this area here, which actually would be good because then we go back up, right? But so you want to watch the 5. The 5 minute is very clear. Now, this is beautiful trend line liquidity. We like that because that means if we go back up, that's easy to high on the 4 hours, so obviously on the in the 1 hour as well. Oh gosh, why again? Yeah, so on the 1 hour and the 4 hour, it's an equal high. We didn't take out a high, we just made an equal high. So what did ES do? Okay, so both are in no S&T. We made an equal high again. We didn't take out liquidity. But I'm getting in, guys. I'm getting short now.
Order filled.
This is a low distribution we're playing. 852. Oh, now it's a little bit tricky with this area here, right? So 852 is my target, low hanging fruit. And then we have the opening range gap. Let's see how low it's gonna go. Or if it's gonna go lower. It's AMD. It's accumulation, manipulation, distribution. We're in the distribution phase now. It's going to my target, guys. Watch. It's going to go to 8.4. There you go. It's distribution, AMD. 1116. Let's see. There we go. Come on, NQ, you can do it. Okay, I'll get out because it's not macro time, but it's gonna go down. Come on, there's one more leg down. Take my level. You can do it. Come on. Give a bit more. Give me way. I'll go over the trade in a bit, guys. I just want to finish my trade. Just to make sure that I'll start. I'm gonna get out.
Order filled.
Yeah, this is my eval. Okay. Let's see if we can get a better entry. Let's just. Okay, zoom out in 5 minutes again. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Classic A and B. Look, the whole thing we went up, right? We have the opening range gap is right over here. So let's see what it's going to do now. We're going to enter in this range now. Let me get more targets. So the fact that they make this equal highs, right, guys, also is sort of like if they create the equal highs, especially on the higher time frame, what I noticed in my journaling that it doesn't, they create the equal highs and then they don't take it out very quickly. It takes like it's a 1 hour and it's the 15 minute, it's the, it doesn't take it out straight away. So when I saw those equal highs, I was also like, oh, I want to say the F word, but oops, no, I didn't say it. But I was like, oh shit, it might not do it now. It might just first, do something else before it takes it out. So that's why I changed my bodies very fast, and then when I saw it move down, I was like, okay, we're in the down move. So I took, well, it's a sort of a scalp, right, that I took. I'm still bullish on the higher time frame though, but I just think we're gonna have a nice move now into the opening range gap. Or let's see, we have the also the first percent fair value gap. We're entering now. Oh, we're already through that. I hate the delayed data. I cannot work like this, guys. I can't wait to have my data back. So this is the opening range gap, right, that I marked here. So that's the gap that is between the close of Friday 4:15 Eastern and the opening today 9:30. So this is the opening range gap. Normally I grade that as well. And so we haven't touched it at all. Midnight is still below us as well. Bye, Penguin. I'll see you soon. Thank you again for hanging out. Appreciate you. Now it's 11:23. We still haven't touched midnight, right? So a lot of the times when midnight is so far below us, um, you might not touch it at all. So on the 1 minute we have technically another little market maker buy sell model. So we went back to the initial consolidation. We could be done here. I would have liked to see it go a little bit lower though. This was my target. What was it? 853-ish. Yeah, it was here. It didn't go all the way there, but it did hit the consolidation. So you know, just on the 1 minute, we just made a little bit of a market maker sell buy model. I took a break for a bit, up 80 on the day. Good for you. Yeah. So well, I took the move down. Um, I'm up $55 now on the micro. I'm just going slow today. It's okay. But I wanted it to hit 55.3. Let me see if it goes a little bit more down. I'm just curious if it's going to go further down into the zone here. Because we're in a distribution move, so I would anticipate a little bit more move to the 30 between 50 and 30 points, but I try not to go underneath that. Okay, let's see, 5-3. So it's just, let's see, how long was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes. Okay, it's not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's say 11:30. It might go to the downside. Ooh, it's so cool. I'm gonna pick the H. Anyone else took a short? Anyone still in a short? Arafat, how are you doing? You said it was gonna go down, right? So you saw it well. You saw it coming. Are you in? There we go. Nice move to the downside. Okay, good to know, Arafat. I will keep it in mind. At this moment, no, but always good to know. I'm gonna write down your name, and I have to write down what you do, because otherwise I forget. I also have to remember Crypto Bro is Arafat. You are web design, website design, site design, and developer. So ugly, my screen. Now the question is, are we going to melt down or are we going to go back up, right? Where I'm from, so I'm from the Netherlands originally, but I live in South Africa now. So I moved to South Africa because I like to be in wildlife and nature. Yeah, but I'm originally Dutch, so I'm from the Netherlands. I'm from Europe, but I'm never going to go back to Europe. Never. I live here now. This is my home. free. Not here, not in South Africa. $799. But yeah, take a I will make a new stream, so you'll see it when I do it. If not, subscribe to the channel. I'll keep you posted. And yeah, I need to focus a little bit on growing. I'm very focused on just doing this all the time, but I need to focus a little bit on growing. So if anybody who's here would like to help me out by liking the stream, that would really help me a lot. And yeah, and I said it before, if I see something really interesting in the after lunch, well, it's already almost lunch, but I'm going to take a little break. But if I see really interesting, I'll just make a new stream. If I'm going to trade, I will just go online, because why not? And if not, I'll be here tomorrow again. I did it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I love, it's such a nice small group already, and for me, it's so much fun just going online and hanging out and chatting with you guys. And I think that's the best part of this whole thing, is just being able to connect to people and of all people all over the world, right? And learn about different cultures and stuff like that, and what other people are doing and where they are in their journey. But let me know if you have specifics you want me to go over. There's a lot of time with trading that we're not in a trade. We just, there's not much to do. So yeah, I'm gonna cook some dinner, and I'm gonna warm up. I'm literally frozen to my chair. Can you believe it? My tea is iced tea now. So but anyway, again, thank you so much for hanging out here, and I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you soon again, and love everyone. Bye bye.